Crypto Dreams.
What's up, crypto heads? John Fro here from Crypto Dreams. This is the place to be to learn about NFTs, AI, GameFi, and Web3. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Oh, yes, this is a good one. I'm going to be talking about Guild of Guardians. I have been waiting so long for this game to launch. I participated in their first sale in 2021, and the game is finally here. So exciting. This game is fire. They did not disappoint. You can play Guild of Guardians on mobile right now. They have an awesome event that's happening. I'm going to be talking about that event. I'm going to give you a tutorial. I'm going to be looking at token Trove and Immutable X. We're going to be talking about it all. This is going to be a complete guide for all of you. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I am always creating content and have been for years now. So if you want to keep up to date on Web3, NFTs, everything happening in gaming, hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you lots more. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing we're looking at is this big event that is happening right now. Huge event, $1 million in GOG. Guild of Guardian announces prizes to the value of $1 million for epic launch event, Age of the Dread. So this is live. You can get started on this today. You can start Guild of Guardians for free. You do not need to hold any NFTs. One very important thing to mention about this event, you need an Immutable Passport set up. So I'm going to be talking about the Immutable Passport in just a moment here, but let's go ahead and move along. I'm not going to read over everything here. I am just going to touch on the key points. And if you also want to jump around, if you're aware of the event and you just want to look at other things, I have timestamps that you can jump around with. So use those and skip around to parts of this episode that you are interested in. So Act 1, launch event, Age of the Dread. Prepare for intense gameplay and epic challenges as you participate in the endless leaderboard and the arena and boss rush competitions, showcasing your skills and strategy to emerge victorious in the first global chapter of Guild of Guardians launch. So this is the first chapter. Early. You know, if you want to get going, you can do it for free. I have a referral link in the description below. Be sure to use that if you do start on Guild of Guardians. You will want a referral code. You'll use it early on when you start the game. You'll have a point where you'll need a referral code and you will get a reward. So that's in the description below. So important things to look at here are the endless leaderboard challenge and the arena and boss rush challenges. I'm going to show you this in the game. I'm not going to go over all of this right here, but this is where you will earn those rewards. Endless, this is where the true action happens. There's going to be 70% of total prizes. That's going to be in the endless leaderboard challenge. You have the arena boss rush challenges. This is 30% of the total prizes. So keep that in mind there as well. So you can see here that it is broken up by weeks. So there's going to be 4 different weeks in this event. The arena, endless, and then the boss rush. So you're going to have 3 areas where you can earn these rewards. Endless, again, is the big one. US $660,000 worth of GOG in this June 5th to 11th endless challenge. So that's huge rewards. That's the big one right there. Also for the arena, there's 125,000. So big rewards, guys. Big rewards. This is happening week by week. At the time of recording, week 1 is already complete. So week 2 just started today, and it is May 22nd at the time of recording this. So I'm excited. I participated in week 1, and excited to move along through all of the weeks. Gonna be fun. I'm having fun already. Loving it. So this is live. If you're watching this after this whole event is done, I'm sure there is another one happening. So be sure to check out Guild of Guardians Twitter account or the Discord, and you will find any of that information. I would also look on the website. You'll probably find everything you need there. This right here is the Guild of Guardians website. I'll have a link to this in the description below as well. You can download the game right here on the website in the App Store or on Google Play. So you can play on an iPhone or on an Android. Fully live, fully functional, and the game is fire. It is so good. We're gonna be looking over all that here shortly. There's plenty to look over on the website here. I'm not gonna be diving into the website and looking at it. I'm just showing you this so you know where to go if you wanna download the game. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the game here. All right, so here is the game. It is so good. I have been having such a blast playing it. I play it every day, grinding it out. If you are just getting started with the game, be sure to use the referral code that I have down in the description below. Eventually, you're gonna get prompted to put in a referral code to get some extra rewards. That referral code is in the description below, so go ahead and use that. That's what it's there for. But let's go ahead and keep moving here. We're gonna look at this screen first before jumping into a bunch of other stuff. First, we're gonna start on the left top. You're gonna see my profile. You can see dreams. If you jump in here, you're gonna be able to see your team. You can set your hero showcase. So when you look here on my home screen, you can see all 5 of my heroes right here. I set that right here. I can change that if I want. You got commander info right down there. You have commander orders right here. And then you got all your settings where you can set things the way you want. But that's where you're gonna do that right here. You also have your user ID. So under that are your quests. You're gonna have quests, daily quests every day. You're gonna have adventure quests and achievement quests. You can see right here that I have a few things that I can claim. So I'm gonna go ahead and claim those right there. These are for summoning. So I got some summons that I can use. And then I have this achievement right here that I can also claim. So you will get these every day when you play. Next, you have the inventory. This screen is going to allow you to look at all your items. I can look at my armor, stuff like that right there. These are shards. I got an energy booster that I'm using. You can see all the stats right here on the left. So we have all that right here that we can look at. That's in your inventory. Next one, we're going to look at Vault. So Vault's really important. So this is where you're going to transfer NFTs that you may be holding in a wallet. You're going to be able to transfer these over into the game. So right there is my energy token. I can transfer that back if I want to. I can transfer any of my NFTs back as well. Or I can transfer any of these NFTs on the left into the game. So these are all of my actual NFTs. These NFTs are NFTs I've been holding a long time. These are not free. I bought those NFTs. Having NFTs that you purchase are going to give you a huge boost in the game. So keep that in mind, everybody. I'm going to show you how to purchase NFTs, where to go, and how to do all that after we look over the game here. All right, so now we're going to go down to Guardian here. This is on the bottom left. This is also a very important screen. This is where you're going to do your leveling up and equipping of your NFTs. So this is my primary team right here. There's a lot to look at here. If we look on the very bottom, we're going to see info. You're going to also see enlighten, gear, and then skill, where I can upgrade my skills. And I can also upgrade and equip my armor in the gear screen right here. You're also going to be able to increase your radiance. You do this by enlightening. You can see all your stats right here, all your info. This is also where you're going to upgrade. So I have a bunch of scrolls right here. If I click autofill, you can see that I can increase this Guardian stat level by 1. I'm not going to do that for this specific Guardian, but I could also do that with this Guardian. So this is where you're going to level up. Very, very important screens to know. I also have many other Guardians here, but you could just see how smooth and great this game is. It is so good. Guild of Guardians did not disappoint. And we haven't even gotten into the gameplay yet. The gameplay is super fun. But look how great this is. I summoned this legendary. Super stoked on that. So one important difference to talk about between summoned Guardians and Guardians that have been imported from your Immutable Passport is that your summoned Guardians are not NFTs. The Guardians that you import, those are already NFTs. They are sellable and tradable, transferable. The Guardians you summon in the game are not. But once you ascend these summoned Guardians, you can then trade them, sell them as NFTs. So you have to ascend them. So you can ascend by hitting ascend on the top right. You can see ascend right here, but you need to have ascension seals. Ascension seals, those are part of what is happening with this event. I'm going to go ahead and reference the event article again, just to show you this important topic. So what are Ascension Seals and GOG rewards, and how do they differ? Ascension Seals are the in-game resource required to ascend Guardians to make them radiant. Mint your Web 2 assets. In the first 2 weeks, we will reward Ascension Seals. As we tweak and balance in the early stages of launch, players will also be able to purchase Ascension Seals via app purchases. So you can purchase Ascension Seals. I'm going to show you how to do that here. By the end of the second week, players will be able to use their GOG tokens to buy Ascension Seals in Ares shop. So GOG tokens will be used to get Ascension Seals. By the time you're watching this, GOG should be available in any shop, so you can use it to purchase anything you need within the game. So jumping back in here, I'm going to show you how to buy yourself Ascension Seals in the shop in just a moment here. But keep that in mind, everybody. Just a really important note to make. All right, so let's go ahead and move along here. We're now going to take a look at crafting. So this is where crafting is going to happen. You have a grid and you have these three at the bottom right here where you can do your crafting. So you're going to go ahead and double click, and then there we go. I just crafted some rough strips, and you'll just move around and you can continue to craft. You can craft all kinds of materials in here. You have only a certain amount of energy per day to craft. That's up on the top right corner there. So each time you craft, you use energy. You can also combine and fuse together items that you crafted to make better crafting materials. Just like that. And then you're going to go into your forge here. The forge is where you could craft yourself all kinds of cool stuff, weapons, armor. You look off to the right here, you can select if I want some boots, for example. I can go ahead and craft those right here. So let's go ahead and craft some ordinary shoes here. So we're going to hit craft, and it's going to use 2 of my rough strips, and we're going to go ahead and craft those. And boom, there we go. I have some tier 2 ordinary shoes here. You also have fuse here where you can fuse together gear to make higher rarity gear. But that's all going to happen here in craft. Very, very important that you use this. Again, you only have a limited amount of crafting energy, but this is going to upgrade your equipment for your guardians. Very, very important. Next, here is your summon screen where you can summon. So right now, I currently could summon 10 guardians. I'm not going to do that yet, but by summoning, you can get yourself a really good guardian. I got a legendary already, so super excited about that. The majority of these guardians that you're seeing right here, these are all summons. Some really cool characters that they have. I mean, this game is just so cool, man. But look at all those. Those are all summons. So that's where you're going to do your summoning. You also have limited summons, but you will need calling crystals to summon these limited guardians. Next, we have the shop here. So this is where you can get seals. So keep that in mind. There's multiple shops. GOG is not yet available here. From what I'm seeing, you can use your credit card, but GOG is going to be available here. So a whole bunch of stuff happening here. If you want to do some leveling up, you can do that right there. You're going to also be able to get yourself some free stuff in the shop. So keep that in mind. You can look at all these stores right here and purchase yourself gear. So you have a whole lot of shops here. I'm not going to go over all of those, but that's your shop. You also have guilds here where you can join a guild. I've applied to a couple guilds and I'm waiting to hear back. But if you want to join a guild, that is also down here at the bottom right next to the shop. Okay, now moving over to the left, we're going to see Arena, Rush, and Endless. This is where all the action's happening. This is where you're going to earn those rewards. So if I click on Arena, it's saying that I need to clear the dungeon, Draka Workshop Discovery. If I click on Rush, it's going to say clear the dungeon, Lava Mine Discovery. I'm almost there on the Lava Mine Discovery. I'm moving through that part of the game. And then we have Endless. So this is Endless right here. This is where all the action is happening. This is where it's going down. The majority of all the prizes are going to happen in Endless. So you want to be participating in this challenge. It's super fun. You're going to run through a dungeon and you basically get as far as you possibly can go. It's going to get harder and harder and harder as you go through it. So the farther you get, the more points you're going to accumulate and the higher up the leaderboard you're going to get. So you can click on the leaderboards here on the bottom right and you can see I'm currently at number 13 on the leaderboards. I'm trying to get into the top 10, grinding it out. I play every day. You can click on some of these other icons over here. You could see what the rewards are going to be right here. That is on the bottom left. You can see your current rank. But yeah, you want to be participating in Endless and you want to be getting those rewards. Also, you're going to get daily rewards by participating. You're going to get a lot of scrolls that help you to upgrade your guardians. So this is a big, big part of the game. Endless is super fun and definitely you want to be participating in this. You're going to be given 2 free tickets every day. You're going to see your tickets up on the top right. And if you want, you can purchase additional tickets with rubies, which I would also recommend doing. That way you're going to get more points. You're going to climb up the leaderboard more. You're going to get ascension seals and hopefully some GOG, depending on where you rank, NFTs. There's tons and tons of prizes happening, but this is where it's happening. This is Endless. Make sure you jump in and get involved. Okay, so if we move on to the far right corner, we're going to see Adventure. This is going to take you to the world map. This is where you're going to battle through dungeons, Fallen Cemetery, Tomb of Heroes, Ringstone Tower. These are all dungeons that I've already battled through and completed. Once you complete an area, you can sweep it. So this is really important. It took me a minute to figure this out. You can sweep, and it's gonna sweep Ringstone Tower, and I will gain rewards instead of having to run through the whole thing. So that is really, really cool. I am currently in Brimstone Hearthfire. So I'm on the lava mine here, and you're gonna see lots of info here when you jump into these, but that is adventure. That is super, super fun, and that's where you're gonna do a lot of leveling up. You can also see up here on the top that there's a bunch of stuff to look at. I have my gold. I have all my rubies here. So you can buy rubies if you need, but you're gonna earn a lot of those as you move through adventures and as you move through endless. One important one to look at is your energy here. So I have my energy right here. I can purchase more energy with rubies. You also have crafting energy right here in your tickets. So all that is up on the top there. You got your messages, and you'll get rewards up here as well. You can get a daily login reward. You get a couple of those a day. So be paying attention to everything on the screen. There's a lot to look at. Now let's go ahead and jump into the game. We're gonna go ahead and start on an adventure. So there's gonna be a lot to look at in here. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the lava mine. I'm probably gonna get smashed, but I'm gonna just show you some stuff here. Okay, so when you jump in, you're gonna have to select your hero party. So I have my tanks that I'm using up front. I have a healer. Setting up your team properly is very important. I'm not gonna go over a bunch of that right here, but I actually had a legendary that I sold because I didn't have the correct team. So I sold and I bought a couple epics to set the team up the way that I wanted. It was hard to sell my legendary. I didn't want to, but I got some other stuff that is going to allow me to get farther, I believe, in the long run. So you're going to have a storyline. Really cool. So here is combat. Here is the game. There's some stuff to look at here. You have craft on the bottom left, party, and formation. Formation is important. I can switch out my guardians as I move along if I want. You will unlock more of these guardians as you go up in level. So you can unlock a total of 10. You also are going to have your runes here. Runes are very important. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute, but let's go ahead and fight. So you have your hit points, and then you have energy. Energy is the yellow bar that is continuing to go up. Once that hits full power, you will be able to use your special abilities. So I won. Now that I won, I can choose a rune. So this is very, very, very important when you are moving through all of these rooms. Choosing your runes is very important. You want to know what kind of guardians you have in order to choose the correct runes. So the one that I'm going to choose is the middle one, Ferocity. And these runes stack as you move through each room and get farther in the dungeon. All right, I'm powered up, so I'm going to go ahead and start using those. Smash through those enemies, no problem. No problem. Again, I get a rune. So I like the field medicine, so I'm selecting that. Again, keep in mind these runes are stacking. As you progress through, you're going to hit checkpoints where you can do healing, resurrection. So in this particular checkpoint, I could revive one of my guardians if they had died. So I'm going to go ahead and heal my whole party. Really love this game. They crushed it. They did not disappoint with Gilded Guardians. So happy. I am loving this game. I'm going to be continuing through all the events. See, I just lost a hero. So this one is a tough one. So I may be able to revive that hero later. You will also gain treasures as you move through each room. So you want to be battling through. You want to be doing all these. I just got some boots, which is awesome. You can see how great everything looks. Everything looks so clean, so smooth, so fun. So now I'm going to throw on one of my other heroes. So this is the plus side of being leveled up enough to where you have extra guardians that you can add into your party once one has died. So now I'm fighting again with 5 guardians. So getting leveled up is very, very important. You want to keep playing. You want to keep leveling. Do those sweeps so you're getting your scrolls so you can continue to level up and battle through and try and get some of those rewards. So here's one of the ones I was talking about right here. So the middle one here, the Redeemers, it's Redeemer Guardians. The Keepers over on the far right, that's Keeper Guardians. So if you have no Keeper Guardians, you don't want to select that one. Personally, am actually going to select the Prodigy because I like the 200 energy at the start of battle. That means my energy level is going to go up quicker and I'll be able to use my special attacks faster. So I want that. This is a hard level. We're going to see if we can get through it. I'll try and walk you through this whole battle here. But doing pretty good. So here we go into another checkpoint. Also, something that's important to mention, if you look at the very top, it's going to show you where you are. So I'm about to go into a boss battle coming up right here next. So we're going to camp and we are going to go and try. All my heroes are pretty much full strength. Some of them are lacking a little, but we're going to do some research and see if we can get lucky with a really good rune here. That is a good rune. So love seeing that. So now we're going to fight the boss. Let's see how we do. And again, you can also look at all your runes. So here's all the runes that I have accumulated through this battle that are giving me all kinds of boosts. So very, very important, those runes. Okay, so here we go. Let's fight. Let's see what happens here. Let's do this. Oof. Down 1 already. Gonna do some healing. Looking like we might do it. Looking like we're gonna take this boss out. Ooh. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Having a healer is very, very important. That's one of the reasons I sold my legendary, is so I could get through these battles. I needed a healer. So, quest complete. I just leveled up my commander. So really, really cool. You can see my party size actually just increased to 8. So now instead of 7 guardians, I now can use 8. So heck yeah. So took down that dungeon, slammed through it. And then you're gonna get treasure at the end of dungeons. So I got rubies and scrolls. So you wanna be going through these adventures and leveling up. You don't only wanna be doing endless and rush. We can see here, wow, really cool just happened. I got rush now. Okay, I did not have rush. So just got rush. Heck yeah. Well, let's go ahead and move along. We're gonna jump out of the game and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Immutable Passport. All right, so the last thing we're gonna look at here is the Immutable Passport. This is the Immutable X website. So you need to have a passport to get the rewards. And if you want to purchase NFTs, if you want to be able to sell NFTs, you got to have a passport. So I'll have a link to this in the description below, but basically to start, you're just going to click passport here. If you do not have a passport set up, there's some things you're going to need to go through. I'm not going to run over all that here. I'm just going to give you a run through of how the passport works, how to look at your inventory, and how to navigate the marketplace. But this right here, this is my inventory. These are my balances. You can look at external wallets. So I have an external wallet connected. You will need to connect an external wallet to create your passport. So keep that in mind. I use MetaMask. Whatever you choose to use, it has to be compatible with the Immutable X passport. So if we look at my inventory right here, we can see all of my Guild of Guardians, heroes, pets, and everything else I'm holding. So I can view all of my heroes right here in my passport. So not only can I see NFTs in the mobile, I can also see them here. And this is where I can check stats and rarity and all of those other cool things and everything else I want to know about the heroes that I am holding. So these are my heroes. These are the ones that I'm using in the game. So if you do want to purchase yourself NFTs, or if you want to sell NFTs, the place you're going to go to do that is the token Trove. So this is the token Trove. You can see Guild of Guardians right here. And then you will be able to choose which option you want. Let's look at Guardians here, and we can begin to see what's for sale. And you can select rarity, say we want a legendary. You start to look through legendaries. You can also look through series. So say you want a founders. Founders are the big boys. In case you are unsure, these are the legendary founder NFTs. I had a Terrock that I sold so I could get myself some epics and put together a better party. But you can look at epics here. You can also view all of your NFTs as well right here in Token Trove. This is also where you're going to list them. So say I want to list one of my NFTs. You're going to click list, figure out what price. You could also figure out what currency you want to use, GOG, IMX, and then you can list it. So the Token Trove is the place that you're going to buy and sell NFTs. Then you can take these NFTs and transfer them into the game as I showed you earlier. And these NFTs are going to give you a big boost in the game. So if you're wanting to jump ahead and move quickly and level up faster, getting yourself some NFTs is definitely going to be the way to go. So that's the basics of it. You need an immutable passport. Then you will connect that immutable passport to Token Trove, where you can then purchase NFTs, navigate around, send those into the game, sell them later. And if you want to be eligible for those rewards, you got to get an immutable passport. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I really hope this episode helped you. If it did, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you have any other projects you want me to take a look at, drop a comment. I'm always looking, always listening to the community. I appreciate all of you. Be sure to use my referral code in the description below if you need a referral code. This game is so good. It's by far the best mobile game I have seen. It crushes the competition. Very exciting that this project is finally live. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell if you want to keep up to date on everything that's happening in the cryptoverse. I am always dropping episodes. Till next time, I wish you health and wealth. I'm out of here.